exactly what I imagined.
You're experiencing only a very small part of it. One that's independent and unconnected from the rest of Valhalla. Elsewhere, there are larger neighborhoods where the dead reside. Socializing, playing games, drinking, fighting. But one must earn the right to join their fallen comrades. New arrivals run a gauntlet. A personalized, self-contained version of what you're doing. It's meant to help the dead process the lives they lived. Those who are worthy, who have found some measure of closure, are allowed to move forward. Those who are unable to resolve their lives are forever trapped in their personal Valhalla. Some just prefer to keep fighting here.
Going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail, I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
Watch your left!
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead Helios, fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him, long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result.
When Helios was captured by the God of Dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
It may be just for this try, but a little assist would be nice. We need to bargain our way through that one. Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode! Left side, brother!
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War, I felt as hesitant as you do. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power hierarchy, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, and not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only what you bring to them.
certainly earned that little edge.
Dear, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I was someone to be followed.
Your self-criticism, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. More than a symbol, it's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you, doesn't make you a new person. Not if you know who you are and why you serve.
Fire crosses, brother! Stay alert! Find you! Incoming Bifrost! Behind you! Incoming! Behind you! Valhalla's got a bounty in that one! Behind you, brother! That's the one you needed! Right then, time to ascend to the next area, if you're ready. A little boost this time around, maybe.
Standing on it. Anything got me!
Plucking a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Hello again, Kratos. And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course, you're not the same man, right? Now, you only get your friends killed through lack of foresight. Far easier to blame others that way, am I right?
I know you are a projection of the mind. But for what it is worth, the death I gave you wasn't just.
Oh, how touching. Yeah, not actually worth the spittle it took to mumble that out. Do not do that again. Nobody wants to hear that from you. A little something to remember me by. I truly hope it brings you unrelenting torment. Chills you just a little when they do that, doesn't it? Feels like judgment. Will he choose? Sever the link already! Great! Oh, missed me, slippery bastards, haven't you? Getting siphoned, right flank! Incoming dive! A Minotaur. Now we'll see who's half a man. It's charging at us. You're such a mindless brute! Focus on the important one! Killed the thing someone told you to kill. Yay. Troglodyte? Untether yourself, man! Or! Things just got hard. Did you forget the case was a factor here? Oh, not the song attack! On your right. That winged creature with a trident? Don't let him clog us! On your left! There's one ordeal done with. Great job not hurrying. You do like your fights tougher after all. Strike with your shield, damn it! That's it. You've opened a way forward with your blood-soaked and savage ways. How interesting. A dragon bird. I hope it pecks you to death. Sniper to your right. Incoming dive. something and let's go!
Oh, hello, brother. I'm back.
I hope your trip through Valhalla has been fruitful. I have another cherished weapon from my travels to show you. Ready to see? Be ready! Having fun yet? Come, show me that Spartan grit. The valor to go the distance, I hope. Arms up!
What good's a shield if you're not gonna use it?
Tell me, Kratos, truly, how did it feel to plunge your homeland into darkness?
I did not intend the land to suffer, but I was indifferent, consumed only by rage and retribution.
That is not what I asked. How did it feel, in that moment, your soul given over to darkness, bringing a darkness over everything you could see?
It felt true.
Darkness come! Your curse!
You better get into the light, brother.
Concentrate, Kratos. Defend yourself. Darkness come. Your curse.
Here, brother. I'm light.
Arms up. Darkness come. Your curse.
You better get into the light, brother.
It's all in the wrist, you know.
I yield. I yield.
Good then.
I don't think you were indifferent, Kratos. I think you were hurt. Deeply hurt. And you handled it unskillfully.
Wait, is that you restoring the sun? You took Helios's chariot and put the sun back in the sky, but sacrificed yourself in the process.
Yes. I fell to my death, and was saved by Helios. But this memory happened before I killed him. My evils were yet to come. What is the point?
That your legacy has always been a complicated one. That goodness is not a destination we arrive at, but a practice. Misfortune may drive anyone to darkness. We resist it only through wisdom and vigilance. You are not so unskillful now as you were then. Better voices in your head, you might call it. I think that's enough for now. You have much to contemplate.
Yes.
Back to the beach then.
You should be proud of your progress, Kratos. See you soon.
It seems like you're making progress, whatever you're doing in there.
Perhaps.
Listen, I know I made you feel like we expected more of you than you could give. And I just want you to know, I'm not asking you to change how you are or who you are. We had to break the old world to build a new one. Picking up the pieces and putting them together stronger. It's a rare opportunity. You made a difference here. In some circles, a symbol of change. On many days, just knowing that you're a part of the Council is enough.
And other days?
You've earned a voice. How you use it is up to you.
Sigrun, inside we encountered a son of Thor.
It wouldn't really be him in there, I can assure you. You have a memory of a past fight, and I'm sure Valhalla takes advantage.
But why him?
I don't think that's for me to say.
Well, something for us to ponder in between melees.
You are proving yourself to Valhalla.
Great progress, but always more to be done.
Shield maiden.
Your reward. Valhalla knows the efforts you've made. I'll tell you more of my story now, if you care to hear it.
Go on.
If you remember, my father had fallen ill. It was bad. An illness unknown to us. I offered to fetch the mage healer from the city, but my father refused. He insisted herbs were the only way to help him. You can guess what happened next. He was gone before the spring. I was devastated. In time, I grew to hate my father's philosophy, and dedicated myself to healing through magic. It was a blind rejection of an entire field, because I believed it failed my father, because I blamed his death on his faith. The truth is, I traded one limiting perspective for another, but I wasn't ready to see that yet. That's a good place to stop for now.
You're back here, and yet you're further along.
Shield Maiden.
Good. Valhalla appreciates every step of your evolution. Ready for more story?
Proceed.
So, the bully with a... He comes to the inn in the dead of night, chucks a bottle of fire through the window, sets the whole place ablaze. The coward thought I was inside in bed, but luckily I was just getting home. I saw the flames shoot up and surround where my father was sleeping. Well, this wasn't gonna be the day I started hesitating. I charged into the fire and dragged him out. Not unscathed exactly, either of us, but alive. And if I was too angry and fearless for my own good before, now, well, I charged right into that bastard's lair, me against his whole gang. Honestly, I had no business coming out of that alive. As it turned out, I came out of there with a job. But we'll get to that next time.
Who wouldn't want to buy a slightly more hospitable environment? A wise investment, brother.
A substitute daughter. A box full of evils. This one feels important.
This is your blacksmith story, isn't it? His girl was the key, and he died protecting her?
Protecting her from me. I opened that box, the means to kill Ares. And what I released.
Pretty much turned all the gods crazy. Thanks again for that.
Quiet head.
Unfortunate. The time I spend in my own Valhalla means you get more time with him.
Kratos, how well did you know the blacksmith's daughter?
Pandora. She reminded me of my own daughter, who I lost long ago.
I'm sorry, Kratos. Even at your most vengeful, you must not have wanted to see harm come to her.
Pandora was innocent. The way she saw things, she could reach me when few could. She deserved better than to be a pawn, sacrificed in a game of gods.
Your regret is palpable. But thank you for letting yourself remember. That is important.
Perhaps we can buy our way through some of these before our next attempt. Careful. Who knows what's waiting for you in that mist? Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode! Don't let them hit you!
Sigrun. I am still waiting for the part where you spoke.
In my defense, I only told her the truth as it struck me in the moment. I told her my feelings for her were as deep as Rand's Hall and had been for as long as I've known her. But just then a kind of revelation came over me. A sudden cold clarity that it was vanity to imagine that I, as I am, could be enough for her as she is. So I heard myself tell her that I didn't think I could give her what she needed.
Now, I have married.
Pile on, brother. I deserve it.
So, you told Sigrun you could not give her what she needed. You spoke out of cowardice.
Obviously. But as prospects for terror go, can you imagine knowing all along you're not enough for someone? And then living out their slow realization of that truth? I admit it chilled me to the bone.
You presume to know how she will feel in the future. Why discredit her wishes and yours in the present?
I just can't pretend not to know better. She's romanticized the idea of it. Certainly I've done the same. But is that anything to build a future on? I mean, look at me, brother. Be practical.
If anyone else disparaged you as you disparaged yourself, I would wish to strike them with an axe.
Shield strike! There! We're flag-frosted, brother! Stay alert! Right side, incoming! Here's the one Valhalla singled out for you! Bifrost, above you! That's the one you needed. Well done, brother. You've withstood the burden. Now then, the path should be unlocked. Let's make our way up. A little edge for this attempt, perhaps.
Time to die, Kratos.
Ah, now it's the other one.
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos. All your righteous haranguing about how evil the gods are, I'll gloss over that little extra nudge you gave them.
Opening the box was Athena's plan. I did not know the consequences.
You would claim ignorance of the consequences of trusting Athena? Is that your idea of a joke, Kratos? Because I admit it's hilarious. But let's be real, Kratos. Whether you should have suspected the consequences or not, You certainly can't claim that you would have cared about them. You wanted the power to kill Ares. And because you wanted it, everything is justified. That's your moral code at the end of the day, isn't it? To imagine you once again holding an office of solemn metaphysical responsibility. A trusted figure. A worshipped figure. The absolute gall of you to let yourself consider such a thing. I guess irony can have you when it earns you something. Oh, how precious. I don't think you can be trusted to keep that safe at all. Pretty sure he agrees with me. Such a mindless brute. Centaur? I don't usually get this close. Untether yourself, man! Now that's the Kratos that brought down Atlas! Charging at us! Behind you, watch out! Felled another of Valhalla's targets. Hey, Claybrain! Your target's walking around unkilled! Just got harder. Did you realize that haste is a factor here? Disrupted, you halfwit! Incoming charge! Behind you, idiot! You win this round, Kratos. Sever the link already! You blind behind you! us. No lost souls to be found in this desert. Just a bunch of kill-thirsty replicants you can't seem to get out of your mind. It's in the ground! Watch from underneath! That should be enough slaughter to earn your way up. Don't worry, Kratos. None of these foes are real. Though they do feel pain. Isn't that funny? Thought you'd want to know. Watching you think? What a thrill.
Back again. Still not used to that.
Kratos,
You made it back. Good. I have one last weapon to show you. I think you'll enjoy it, if that's the word. Well struck, Kratos. Your wrath is finished, Kratos. Be ready. Don't hold back. I won't. Don't lose focus now. Arms up. Fight. The box we saw you open in the scrying pool. What was inside exactly?
Fear. Deceit. Vanity. Hatred.
Amplifying what the gods already possess. But what else, Kratos? Come on! Defend yourself! I felt that one. You don't get distracted. Having fun yet? Huxen! The night was flowing! It's all in the wrist, you know. Good. Don't hold back. Don't get distracted. Huxen! Be ready. Stop, Kratos. I yield.
Hard fought.
Let's see what your mind has worked out. When the evils of the box were purged, what remained was hope, which you chose to release back to the world.
Yes. After everything, you came back full circle to sacrificing yourself.
My death would have been just. But that it was not to be.
Yes, you lived. And hope still lived inside you. From that day to this one. One might say you brought hope back to these realms after a long slumber. Box or no box, Kratos. Hope and fear and love and hate exist in every one of us. The question is, which will you choose to let guide your actions? Each choice we make shapes our world.
I see the truth of it.
And
I believe I am ready to walk through that door.
excellent.
What can I say to you? I remember how it felt to take that throne. All that it meant. And all that it did not. A god of war. God of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And no one said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of... hope. When all else is lost. You lost everything. And everyone. You became... There is no forgiving you. You chose! I chose. But now, should I, this same man, should I sit, take, proclaim, lead, place myself in service? In service? Should I lose everything and everyone? There's to be enough left inside so that I do not become you. I do not know. But I have hope. You are cruel and arrogant and selfish. But you are more than that. You have always been more than what others saw. You are more than that.
Looks like I missed everything. Did you find what you needed? Glad to hear it, brother. We're done here then, so, what now?
Now, I believe I would like to sit here for a while.